Hello, my name is Julie Robinson, and welcome to my presentation for MFT 690, Theory and Test Taking Number 4. This presentation highlights the topics covered in my final paper for this course, which is also the final course for the entire program. The sections include the introduction, a description of the Bowen Family Systems model, working with diverse clients, the Bowen model in action, a case study of client A, test taking number 4, and a conclusion. Thank you for participating in my presentation, and I hope you enjoy the show. The topics that we are going to discuss in this presentation today include my theory of choice, which is the Bowen Family Systems theory. Also, we are going to discuss why I feel it is the best theory to use as a budding therapist. Also, why systems thinking is the key. It lays the foundation. Lastly, my practice test number 4 experience. Murray Bowen and his family systems theory are considered the starting point for any study of the human family or family therapy. One of the founding fathers of the family movement, Bowen developed a theory of human functioning that conceptualizes the inherent potential of humans for growth and change, which I strongly resonate with. He is considered the major theoretician in the family therapy field and a founding father of family therapy. Metcalf, 2011, shares that one cannot understand Bowen theory without understanding systems. Systems thinking defines a process of interdependent functioning from one system to a larger system that encompasses it. For example, a cell to an organ to a human to a planet to a solar system, and a solar system to a galaxy. As described by Brown, 1999, the primary goal of Bowenian therapy is to reduce chronic anxiety by first facilitating awareness of how the emotional system functions, and second, increasing levels of differentiation, where the focus is on making changes for the self rather than on trying to change others. Another reason a systems approach is best when working with families is that the system approach is also a commitment to look at how the parts are connected. And this is a commitment to process as well as structure. Bavalas and Siegel, 1982. Bowen could see the same processes present in all families, with differences a matter of quantitative degree that could be conceptualized on a continuum. This observation was the basis for the scale of differentiation, in which Bowen described his theoretical range of human functioning. Psychotic and neurotic symptoms merely represented a degree of impairment at the lowest end of the scale. The 8 interlocking forces that shape family functioning, according to Bowen, are differentiation of self, triangles, nuclear family emotional system, family projection process, emotional cutoff, multi-generational transmission process, sibling position, and societal regression. Bowen explains differentiation of self as describing the level at which an individual is able to integrate the opposing and basic drives between thinking and feeling and separateness and togetherness. This concept reflects the internal process of being able to integrate and freely choose functioning between intellectual and emotional systems. It also reflects the degree to which one is able to avoid having his or her behavior automatically driven by emotion and or being determined by relational processes. This theory lends itself to working well with all types of issues due to it being a systems-based theory. Ways that I would work with diverse clients who may have different ideas, opinions, and experience than I have would be in the different interventions I would bring in that I feel would be specifically helpful to a particular client. For example, I am a 52-year-old Caucasian female, married with 2 grown children. I am originally from the Midwest and have a client that comes to me for services who is a 25-year-old Hispanic female who identifies as transgender and bisexual and just moved to Nevada from New York City. There would not be anything in the 8-step approach by Bowen that would not also apply to this client. Smolina, 2007, shares that to take a Bowenian approach to family therapy means to carry out discussions via a circle process. The main advantage of this method is the absence of personal counterattacks, thus allowing the individual who is talking to fully acknowledge his or her sense of insecurity, as well as bring out personal worries, unresolved issues, feelings of abandonment, and the like. Then that provides the other family members a chance to actively listen and hopefully develop empathy for their family members and see their point of view, potentially for the first time. Next in the paper, continuing to look at the Bowen model in action during session, we look at it and how it applies to our clients' different ethnicities, socioeconomic status, gender, sexual orientation, religion, education status, age, and disability status. Again, due to it being a systems-based approach, it is able to look at the themes in families that are similar, with the actual content that is discussed being, of course, specific to the clients, but the actual Bowen Family Systems Therapy framework allowing us to work with all types of different ethnicities, socioeconomic status, etc., in an effective way. The following is a concrete example of work I completed in my practicum experience with a client that differs from me in terms of ethnicity, socioeconomic status, gender, education status, age, and disability status. Client A is a 23-year-old Filipino-American male who is of low socioeconomic status, has a high school education, and is on the autism spectrum. Looking at it through the Bowenian lens, client A living with his aunt and uncle is part of a interlocking triangle and is also part of a triangle with his mother and stepfather. Client A exhibits a low level of differentiation. Additionally, regarding my cultural differences with these clients, I can learn from what Sue and Sue, 2016, share about being conscious of what I might naturally consider to be a healthy family and how that applies to my ethnicity, and to ensure I am not unconsciously applying my definition and what that looks like in the family system, but to help my clients explore what they see as a healthy functioning family and what that looks like to them and helping them achieve it. Next in the paper, we look at how I did with test taking number 4. I had an improved score, my highest so far, which was very exciting, but I also had the highest stress level so far. I recognize ways that I can make improvements by increasing the stress breaks. As the professor wisely mentioned before, taking those short breaks, getting something to eat and drink can really help, and that seems to be something that is important for me that I will incorporate moving forward. This is a fantastic program. I have enjoyed it immensely. A big thank you to everyone at Turo for being so supportive and wonderful throughout the entire process. The Bowen Family Systems Theory is an excellent template that I plan to follow working with future clients, and the practice tests that were a part of this course were immensely helpful. Thank you so much for viewing my PowerPoint presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am excited to continue my journey. Thank you so much.